Let me tell you the one thing that every great company culture has in common. Artifacts. Artifacts are a symbol, could be a physical thing, an item, or just an idea or a concept that helps represent and explain part of a company or organization's culture. Let me explain. There's this really good book called The Culture Code. Now, in this book, the author goes through and looks at organizations that have had sustained success for long periods of time. Think about a company like General Electric or an organization like the Navy SEALs. He even looks at a sports team like the San Antonio Spurs. So these are companies, organizations, and teams that weren't successful just because a quick trend or fad. They weren't great because they just had Michael Jordan on their team in the 90s, but they had sustained success. And what the author looks at are what are the common characteristics among these teams, organizations, and cultures that they have in common. And one of the things that he noticed is that these great successful cultures have artifacts. Again, an artifact helps embody or symbolize, represent what these teams and organizations stand for. So for instance, the San Antonio Spurs, when you go to their practice facility in San Antonio, Texas, and you walk in, behind glass, there is this really large rock, this big stone rock, and right next to it, a big hammer. And then there's a little plaque that explains this story. And the story goes that the stone worker comes to work every day, picks up his hammer, and he bangs against the rock. And every day he has to pick up this heavy hammer and do this laborious work to bang the rock. Pick it up, bang the rock, pick it up, and bang the rock. And eventually, on the 100th blow, the rock snaps in two, just cracks in half, two pieces standing right there. Was it the 100th blow that broke the rock? Or was it the 99 blows before? Now, I subscribe to certainly the 99 blows before. That putting in the daily work and effort to picking up that hammer and slamming against the rock is what broke the stone. And so this is an artifact that represents what the San Antonio Spurs stand for. If you are a Spur, you come to a practice facility, you get up your shots, you go to the weight room and lift, you do your stretching, you do your warm-ups and training, maybe your physical therapy, whatever it means, you're doing the daily work so that when it comes to the actual game, the time to perform, you hit that game-winning three, you're ready for it. You know what to do, you've done the work, you know that you've put in the daily effort and the daily work. So that's an artifact of what it means to be a San Antonio Spur. The same way at Lemonly, we came into the neon sign and you walked past it, you couldn't ignore it, said better every day. That was a symbol, an artifact of what we stood for, what we believe in, this commitment to maybe not excellence, but this commitment to constant improvement, to iteration, to change, to challenging ourselves, to going on an adventure and try to get just 1% better every day. So as you're building your company, organization, or your team, what are the artifacts or the symbols that represent what you stand for? For more tips and tricks on how to build your company culture and grow your business, click subscribe below.